Dear friends, it's interesting as to what can catch our attention when we're not really thinking about it. I was listening to the Lent liturgy, which is part of the Sunday circuit service last week. And each week they're carefully prepared by our friends at Denton Methodist Church. And as in many Lent liturgies, they mark Jesus' final footsteps to the cross. And this last week we remembered Peter's denial. 3 times he confesses that he doesn't know Jesus and he hadn't been with him. And then that overwhelming moment when the cock crowed and the Lord turned and he looked at Peter. And we can imagine that piercing look. And then Peter remembering the words of Jesus, "Tonight, before the cock crows, you will disown me 3 times." And we feel deeply for Peter at that moment. His soul must have been crushed as he feels the weight of what he has done. Peter is in the courtyard while this happens, and is also being taunted by the bystanders. And it's one of the comments of the bystanders which struck me. It says in Matthew 26, verse 73, "After a while, those standing there went up to Peter and said, 'Surely you are one of them. Your accent gives you away.'" It was those words, "Your accent gives you away." In some versions it says, "It must be you, you're a Galilean, somebody from Nazareth." And so I began to think about the riches and the variety of accents that there are, from the lilt of the Welsh accent, a broad Yorkshire accent, a distinctive Liverpudlian accent, Birmingham, and even Mancunian. And even within these regional accents, there's still such variety and distinctiveness. One English language, yet a whole variety of different ways it can be spoken. And that, of course, may resonate with us as we think about the biblical theme of having one body but many parts. We have this fundamental unity, but it can be expressed and lived out in a whole variety of different ways. And for that we can certainly give thanks. We don't want uniformity or a monochrome culture or faith. But it also made me think Peter's accent gave him away. And I wonder what accent gives us away. What accent do we speak and act on when it comes to our Christian faith? Do we speak with the accent of kindness, love, good humour, cheerfulness and welcome? Or are there other kinds of accents we may have? Prejudice, exclusion, distaste for others or for the things they do. We can be reminded of the line of the hymn, "O Jesus, I have promised," when it says, "Oh, let me hear thee speaking in accents clear and still." Maybe when we listen carefully to the accent of God's love, his way, then our lives will more easily speak in how he wants us to. Peter may have been given away by his accent. He may have felt crushed by what he did, but we can also look beyond to Easter, to the resurrection appearance of Jesus. We remember Jesus and his disciples on the beach, another fire that Jesus has made, and the conversation that allowed Jesus and Peter to be restored, the accent of love, forgiveness and hope. Peace be with you all, and God bless. Thank you.